of Afternoon Drive Radio. So are you ready, Clemaniacs? If so, then let's give it up for Clem in the PM. Hey, Peter, are you on mute? All right, well, while we try to figure this out, welcome to Clem in the PM. I am Kevin Thomas, and we will get to Clem in just a moment. In the meantime, I think I'll toss on a song, and we'll take it from there. So why not play this song? This is Phil Collins here on WRCR.
It's so strange that you threw on Phil Collins. I was completely flabbergasted last night. I'm laying in bed. I took 2 Advil PM. My back's been killing me. I had a drink. I'm laying in bed watching TV, and all of a sudden, this image comes on. I honestly, when the image came on, I thought it was like a commercial for the Holocaust or something. There's this guy standing there, frail, skinny, just looked like, again, like I thought it was a commercial for the Holocaust, like starting a Holocaust commercial. It was a Phil Collins commercial for his concert. And it showed, oh my God, I never knew he was so frail. Really, he's really looking not good these days. And I'm amazed that he could still perform at these concerts. His son is drumming for him. So it's so crazy that, Kev, I was actually going to talk about Phil Collins later on. Insane. But anyway, we are back thanks to Dave. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what just happened. All I know is we are here back in Clemville. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Tamale Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday, whatever kind of Tuesday it is. That's what it is. We are here back together, holding hands, kumbaya. Yes. All right. So let me just close this up here, move it over there. Wow, a little bumpy, but nonetheless, we are here. 3 to 5 every day, delivering radiotherapy. Sometimes that delivery is a little, like I said, bumpy, but nonetheless, you will get the therapy. Yes. Kevin, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. It's a nice day out, and it's one of those days where I'm looking to seize the day. And so it feels good. Feels good to be alive. Feels good to be here today.
Right now, when you say seize the day, what are you doing to seize the day, to make it your day? Like what's part of your plan to seize that day?
Well, I hadn't played my guitar in a while, and I finally got the itch to play, and now I miss it. I put the guitar down, I came to work, and now I wish I had the guitar. So, it feels good to want that, and when I get back home, I'll probably be playing guitar.
That's great. Just like that, we're back into it. I saw that you are in need of Facebook and Instagram likes or followers. So anybody out there, are we looking for Kevin Thomas? Is that where people could follow you, Kevin Thomas?
Yeah. On the Instagram, it's KEVT Music. And on the Facebook, it's Kevin Thomas.
Beautiful, beautiful. So all you Clemaniacs out there, do Kevin a good one and like his Facebook page. Follow him on Instagram at either Kevin Thomas on Facebook or KevT Music.
Yeah.
All right, on Instagram. So do that now while we take our first break. We shall return. Clem in the PM.
Hudson Valley News, informative programs, and your favorite music. We're Radio Unscripted, AM 1700, WRCR, and WRCR.com.
We all want to live healthier lives and make good decisions. Join me, Carrie Potter, on the second Thursday of each month at 5 p.m. for House Calls, a health series brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Each show will feature a different health topic and specialist. Your calls and questions are welcome. That's the second Thursday of the month at 5 p.m. for House Calls. brought to you by Good Samaritan Hospital. Advancing care here.
Are you concerned about water quality for recreation activities like fishing, boating, and swimming? Or about water quality and availability for drinking and landscape use? Is flooding a bigger issue and concern? Then tune in the second Thursday of every month for the Stormwater Consortium radio show at 9:30 a.m. on WRCR with your host, Michael Wilson. The show is sponsored by the Stormwater Consortium of Rockland County and Cornell Cooperative Extension of Rockland County. Discuss these issues and many others that relate to stormwater, runoff, and water quality.
Want to see the faces that go with the voices on WRCR Radio? Then like us on Facebook.
Facebook? I hate Facebook and all that social media. People don't know how to communicate anymore. If anyone ever texts me, I'll...
Carrie, can you please close the recording door next time?
You started something, baby face.
So type in WRCR on your Facebook search or go to WRCR.com for the direct link.
That's the sound of your classmate forwarding a picture from your profile to everyone he knows. Some guys posting graphic comments about your body. And worst of all, your dad seeing a photo of you topless. All because of the time you posted those pictures on your profile. Anything you post online, anyone can see. Family, friends, and even not-so-friendly people. Visit cybertipline.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Justice, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and the Ad Council.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Watch for heavy traffic coming up out of the Bronx on the northbound side of the Hutch. You're heavy from the New England Thruway up to the Cross County. And then more delays on the northbound Hutch north of the Cross County. Looks like it gets heavy right after Webster Avenue and in toward the North Avenue exit. And from that point, it stays slow up toward the area of Weaver Street. By the time you get to Mamaroneck Road, you're back up to the speed limit. 287 is good. No delays through White Plains. Tappan Zee Bridge also in good shape. And we're fine on the Palisades Parkway and the New York State Thruway in Rockland County. Traffic sponsored by Panera. Hold on to your mugs because Panera's Unlimited Sip Club is offering the unreal deal of unlimited coffee for only $8.99 a month. Sign up on the Panera app today and get 3 months free. Panera, the familiar, made fantastic. Availability and pricing may vary. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather. For tonight, a chance of light rain between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. For Wednesday, sunny with a high near 64 degrees. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 40. For Thursday, rain likely. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 55. The chance of precipitation, 60%. For Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 68 degrees. For Saturday, showers likely mainly before 2 p.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 58. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 54 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And it's currently 65 degrees.
What a beautiful day out there. Really, I'm loving it. One day closer to spring. When is spring? I believe next week, 21st, 20th, 22nd?
It's Sunday.
Sunday. This Sunday is spring. Excellent. Getting that hour, I don't know. It's tough to adjusting to that hour for a lot of people, I'm seeing, reading on Facebook. Some people really thrown off. Kevin, has that hour affected you springing ahead?
Actually, no. Surprisingly, I've actually adjusted well.
And it seems like spring's also got you in that music-making mood.
Indeed, yeah. It's funny how things work. You know.
Funny how it is, no doubt. So it is a beautiful day out there, and it's also a beautiful day here in Clemville on your hometown radio station, WRCR AM 1700. This morning, another fine show by Pastor Rich. It's not Rick for some of you out there. Pastor Rich had a special guest, a voice that you've heard on this very same station for quite some time. The voice you've heard in Rockland County for just about 50 years. That's right. The great Steve Purcell made a trip over, I believe, to the station, and with Pastor Rich gave an hour of great radio. Steve has strong faith in his belief in God. It's paramount. I mean, a big part of his life, you know, church, family, God, religion, all that good stuff. It was a great show. Great to hear Steve. He did say he would return to the Faith Unscripted show with Pastor Rich. I know Steve once in a while will call in here. This week he's got a busy week helping navigate Luke through some social studies stuff because he's got a big test coming up. So just good to hear Steve's voice this morning on the Faith Unscripted show. Another great show by Pastor Rich. Not just discussing faith, but other things with the great Steve Purcell. So if you missed it, you missed a real good one. Now, that aside, talk about great shows. Tomorrow morning, Our Lady Roxanne, 9:15. She'll be taking off, talking about organ donation. I saw a sad story, a young lady from our area in the local high school here, I think Clarkstown North or South. She was in a motorcycle accident as a passenger. She passed away, and her family, under, you know, those tough circumstances, dealing with the loss, you know, just profound loss, came out of nowhere. And they still, you know, did the right thing, you know, in her daughter's passing, in their daughter's passing. They gave someone the ability to continue their life. So tomorrow, Roxanne will share stories like that. She'll have some guest on there who, you know, I don't want to say has reaped the benefits of someone passing, but basically that's what it comes down to. Somebody who left this earth, has decided to leave their organs, their vital organs behind, and give someone more life. That's what Roxanne's show is about. Very, very compelling show. And I can't stop thinking, does Roxanne come in, boogieing, like twirling, strutting her stuff to Kool and the Gang celebration and, like, you know, pop a nice, like, jump in the air, sitting in the seat routine? Or is she already there waiting? For some reason, I just see her, like, grooving and moving, spinning and doing her thing, like the moonwalk and whatever she does into her seat. And then she takes over and does that great show. So tomorrow, this morning, tomorrow, a lot of great shows. Don't forget Friday. He's well in his groove, underway, doing his thing. Redneck. The Gumbo Yaya radio show. He'll elaborate. Some people asking me. I had a customer yesterday, actually. We were talking about the radio station. He says, why don't you buy the station? I said, man, first of all, I don't have that type of money. He said, how much could that cost? I said, listen, we don't want to go there. But I said, I don't have that type of money. And then we started talking about the different programs. And he says, what's up with this guy, Gumbo? I said, no, that's the name of his show. He didn't know what a Gumbo Yaya was. Neither did I. I told him it was something to do with scallops and shrimp around the bonfire drinking some sort of, like, cider. I don't know. What do I know? Where's my sound effect board? Holy moly, I shut it off. What is wrong with me? Let me put that back on. So anyway, Gumbo Yaya, he's back. He's in action. I see him posting already. Oh, Friday, guest 1, guest 2. This guy's got guests out the door lining up to come onto the Gumbo Yaya radio show. It's crazy how people want to be on the Gumbo Yaya radio show. All these entertainers. Some famous, some infamous, some nothing at all, but he's given an opportunity. He's opening the door for them. So catch that. I mean, just a lot of good radio. I know Kerry, I just spoke to her the other day. I love hearing from her. I get nervous. I'm like, yeah, hello, Kerry. Should I pack my stuff? Like, no, relax. Don't worry. Not yet. I'm like, all right, good. Oof. But she's working hard behind the scenes. Jeff Bang Bang Lewis behind the scenes. They're doing their thing. Trying to bring more shows, more programming, keeping the listeners entertained throughout the day. Yeah, Kev.
I just saw something interesting that I should bring up. So there's a bill. Wait, the phone's ringing.
All right.
I'll hold
Should I go to the
yeah.
newsroom for this?
I guess you could do that.
All right. I'm going. All right. We are here in Clem News Network. Kev Cronkite answering the phone, and also will be bringing us news. So we have now switched to CNN. We are in the Clem News Network. Those of you on YouTube, you get to follow along in this imaginary world. Forget the metaverse. It's all about the Clemetiverse. That's what it's about. Yeah, Kev.
Okay, before we get to the call, call, I'll bring this up.
Yes.
So there's a bill that just passed the Senate called the Sunshine Protection Act, and it's to make daylight saving time permanent. So now it goes to the House, and if they pass it, it goes to Biden's desk, and eventually, if it does pass, then, daylight saving time would be permanent.
So we wouldn't move back, we wouldn't fall back, we'd only spring ahead?
We would just stay where we are now.
Right now, we just stay where, so this is it. This could possibly be the last time change ever.
Quite possibly.
So basically, I've lost an hour of sleep for the rest of my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. All right, let me go back to Clem Studio 69. I don't know if that was worthy of CNN. All right, but let's go back to Clem Studio 69. Let's go to the phone.
We have Redneck on the line.
Hey, how you doing?
I ain't never had a bad day. I ain't never had a bad day.
Hey, I like to hear that. So, a gumbo yaya amongst the Louisiana and the Cajun community is basically where a lot of folks get together. There's food, and there's drinking, and there's talking. And that's what a gumbo yaya is, really. It's just a social gathering around involving food and music.
Now, it could be any type of food. I mean, you could order pizza and have a gumbo yaya?
Yes, sir.
So if I had pizza, like cold pizza and some Miller Lite, it's still a gumbo yaya.
Yes, sir. As long as you got the food and the yaya, the talking, you all right.
Interesting. All right, so I can explain it better. I thought it had something to do with crawfish or crayfish, some sort of shellfish, and some sort of Louisiana lightning type of drink. But all right, so it's food, drink, and friends, and some yaya, some talking.
That's it, and so...
where does the music come in, though? Where does the music come in the gumbo yaya? You got food, drink, friends. Where's the music in the gumbo yaya?
That's part of it. That's it. You can't ever have food and drink without music in Louisiana. That's just
You got it. Now, this is Redneck obtaining one of the cheapest self-plugs in history right now. All right, promoting his show right now. He's a master of doing this. All right, he today called the Pastor Rich show again. Once again, indiscrepantly promoting his show, but it's all right. We allow that here. No worries.
Well, I appreciate you.
No doubt. I'm only busting chops. Actually, man, I'm busting chops, and I really do enjoy your show, man. I like the music they play, man. I'm liking the music, man. It's so far I'm really enjoying most of the tunes. There was one guy who was a little too country for me. I think it was last week, maybe the week before. He was a little too country. Maybe your debut or something. He was a little over the top, but the rest of it's been great, man. I really enjoyed it. I like your interview style. It's laid back. You're just doing some gumbo yaya. Now, who's our guest who's the guest this week?
So this week, who do we have? We have I think we have a band called Hudson Valley checking in with us. We got a couple bands out of Nashville and some people out of where else, man? It's so hard. I have about 13 guests that are all wanting to be on the show right now, and I'm trying to spread it out. I got people coming in from the Netherlands, Australia, Canada. So I got artists from all over checking in, and it's just, it's a juggling act,
All right, listen, man, you're the clown to juggle it, no doubt.
Everything's posted up there.
What?
That's it. So you asked about gumbo. Gumbo is the African word for okra. And because okra was a main ingredient in that Cajun dish, they got the name gumbo. So
at first I thought you said Oprah. I thought you said Oprah but it's okra, the cooking. I thought
either one. You could put either one in there.
No doubt. Hey, so all right, so you're saying gumbo is the African word for okra?
That's right.
Interesting.
And so because the dish was made with rice, shrimp, and seafood, and a lot of okra in there, so that's how I got the name.
Interesting. All right, so it's a history lesson.
How was that sandwich? I missed. How was that meatball sandwich? I hadn't heard yet.
I'm going to get to that after the break, as a matter of fact. I'll get to that after. I had a meatball segment dedicated to our Lady Gracie, which I'll get to. So, all right, so listen, Friday, 11 to 2, you're going to have guests, you're going to have music, you're going to have interviews. Now, is there food and drink in the studio, like while you're doing are you really having a real gumbo yaya, or is it just like a pretend gumbo yaya, like you're doing the radio show? And you're not really eating and drinking, right?
Nah, you know what? We always said that Gumbo Yaya radio show is a picnic on the radio. And, when we first started over at Boulder Stadium, people would just show up anonymously, bringing in food and drinks, promoting their restaurants. We encourage that. We open, the line to phone calls. We open the door to food and drinks. But absolutely, yes, sir. On occasion, we do partake.
Beautiful. You let me know when we'll be partaking, and I'll make sure to stop on by and have some of that gumbo yaya. All right, listen, that's Redneck. I'm going to go to break. When I get back, we're going to be talking about the meatball. This is Clem, Redneck. Check him out Fridays, 11 to 2. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Rosemary on the line.
I always got time for Transistor. Hey, Redneck, be good, buddy. We'll see you Friday. And I didn't get a chance to break out my new cowboy hat on Friday because Kevin was ill. But it will be debuting. And my chaps. I'm going to order some chaps from Amazon. Fridays, I think I'm just doing a show in chaps and a cowboy hat. Yes, Transistor.
Thank you. You're very sweet. And next time Steve Purcell on Bad, I forget to listen to Pastor Rich, but I always hear about your friend Steve Purcell, but I want to actually hear him. Next time he's on, can you advertise?
To be honest with you, I didn't even know he was going to be on. I guess they had it planned. I must have forgot about it. I know I heard about it, but I totally did not know he was going to be on today until he was on, but I will. They might even have a copy of the show. That's something that, if they do, Kevin could take care of it. But if not, there's always next time, and I will most certainly, keep my finger on the pulse of, Steve Purcell returning to the morning show.
Grazie, Clem.
You got it, my love. All right, that's Transistor. With that, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. Woo!
Pull up a chair or a cubicle and spend some time with us. We're AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians and crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
This is Lou Young with a new type of radio reality for the new year. Every week we'll spend 2 enlightening hours together learning to recognize the profound and permanent changes taking place all around us. Look, the planet is in full revolt and we need a plan. Climates change, species disappear, viruses rampage, and we're told our primary value is to consume and ignore. This is a wake-up call to action. The signs are everywhere and the solution is between our ears and in our hearts. Tough Times with Lou Young, Saturdays on WRCR, 1 to 3 p.m. Join us. I dare you.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Now let's take a look at the roads and Hudson Valley traffic.
Watch for heavy traffic coming up out of the Bronx on the northbound side of the Hutch. You're heavy from the New England Thruway up to the Cross County. And then more delays on the northbound Hutch north of the Cross County. Looks like it gets heavy right after Webster Avenue and in toward the North Avenue exit. And from that point, it stays slow up toward the area of Weaver Street. By the time you get to Mamaroneck Road, you're back up to the speed limit. 287 is good. No delays through White Plains. Tappan Zee Bridge also in good shape. And we're fine on the Palisades Parkway and the New York State Thruway in Rockland County. Traffic sponsored by Panera. Hold on to your mugs because Panera's Unlimited Sip Club is offering the unreal deal of unlimited coffee for only $8.99 a month. Sign up on the Panera app today and get 3 months free. Panera, the familiar, made fantastic. Availability and pricing may vary. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather for tonight. A chance of light rain between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 39. For Wednesday, sunny with a high near 64 degrees. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 40. For Thursday, rain likely. Otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 55. The chance of precipitation 60%. For Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 68 degrees. For Saturday, showers likely mainly before 2 p.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 58. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 54 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 67.
Ooh, 67. It's getting hot in here. Ooh. All right, so we are back in Clemville, 3:45, the official time. So Sheriff Falco and Assemblyman Mike Lawler, they squared off. You know Sheriff Falco, not only is he sheriff extraordinaire here in Rockland, keeping us safe from the villains, but he's also a master of the utensils and the pots and the pans. His domain is not just in the sheriff office. It's also in the kitchen. And he supposedly makes a mean meatball. And he put that meatball up against Assemblyman Mike Lawler in a square-off, a meatball showdown. Made the best man win, and Mike Lawler won. His meatball was voted unanimously, hands down, 2 separate, contests. And his meatball was voted the best ball. So Sheriff Falco took the loss humbly, gracefully, graciously. But next year, when it comes down to the meatball contest, I think where we're heading is the loser will be joining the rest of us in the Hudson Valley, in the Hudson River, for the Penguin Plunge, okay? I think we have commitment from Sheriff Falco. I got to nail it down from Assemblyman Lawler, which, why wouldn't he agree? He's already won the meatball contest. So to him, it's a no-brainer. And that spurred us talking about meatballs, and one of our great Clemaniacs, obviously one of the great listeners, callers of WRCR, Gracie, reached out to me. Clem, I got a meatball sandwich waiting for you. So today I went over there and picked up my meatball sandwich, came home, warmed it up. And I got to tell you something. First of all, what took me first, the meatball sandwich was not on your traditional, Italian seeded bread. Meatball to me says Italian seeded bread. This was on I think like a baguette. Maybe like a sourdough baguette or something. So a different bread selection than I'm used to. Looking past the bread, I opened up to see sliced meatballs. Never once in my life have I come across a meatball hero that had sliced meatballs. Never have I seen this before in my life. I love meatball sandwiches. They're messy, they're cheesy, they're saucy, they're filling. I never ever seen a meatball sandwich sliced, like meatball sliced in 5 or 6 slices, laid on the bread with the sauce. I gotta tell you something, though. This meatball sandwich, the meatballs themselves had the taste. Whether they were sliced, diced, smushed, mushed, clamushed, it don't matter. They had the taste, the sauce. Let me tell you, this bread was like a sponge. It absorbed the sauce beautifully, so the bread was mushy, but not clamushy. You know what I'm saying? Where it just falls apart. It was perfect saturation of sauce to bread. I don't know if Gracie has a degree in chemistry and somehow got exact measurements of sauce into the bread, but it was perfect how it absorbed it. And the meatballs, I'll tell you something. I think from now on I might slice my meatballs. I don't know. What do I know? Where's my sound effect? Ah! Yeah, 10 minutes too late. Get out of here. I know I love me.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah?
We got Bryant Avenue Bob on the line.
Bryant Avenue Bob coming on. What's up, buddy?
As we speak, I am partaking in some of the lovely Annette's meatballs. What a coincidence, huh?
Are you real? Now tell me about Annette's meatballs. How does she prepare her meatballs?
She with love and fantastic ingredients and with slow cooking and with just wonderful stuff.
I'm assuming a red sauce, right? They got to be in a red sauce.
Oh yeah, definitely a red sauce. And she made nice pasta. And when I have a meatball sandwich or whatever too, I like to slice them too and spread them out on the bread. But I use a nice nice little piece of Italian bread with maybe semolina bread with the seeds on it.
Of course,
I love that.
Absolutely. That's the bread.
Awesome.
That's the bread I'm thinking of. But Gracie's selection of bread was fantastic. It took me by surprise when I saw it, but it met all expectations of absorbency. It didn't break up. You know how sometimes you go to eat the sandwich, especially a meatball sandwich, the sauce gets wet.
Falls right through.
Yeah, right. All of a sudden the meatballs fall up. It's like it's a huge mess. You're not eating it right.
Yeah, you got them all over your lap instead of in your mouth. So
listen.
But no, Gracie's a good cook, great cook. But anyway, the reason I am calling you is because of you and your perseverance and your prodding. On this date 9 years ago, the Doo-Wop Machine show went on the air for the first time. And I want to thank you again.
I don't want to correct. Doo-Wop Dream Machine it is, not just a Doo-Wop Machine. I know, you know, 9 years ago today was your debut show.
That is correct. That's right, on the 15th of March in 2013.
Wow.
The Ides of March.
Time flies when you're having fun. And I know every Friday you are having so much fun, probably taking you back to your days growing up, listening to doo-wop. Excuse me. It is a great show, and 9 years. So is this Friday like an anniversary show, or did you already have that?
No, this Friday is the anniversary show, definitely. And but I mean, today is the actual date, and I just wanted to call you once again, and thank you for your encouragement, and of course your friendship, and it all took place. It all took place on that bus trip that we took to
the Mets.
At that time it was Shea Stadium.
Absolutely.
That's right. When I showed you
that crusty card.
That card.
I thought it was an auto body card. The way you showed it looked like an auto body card.
That's right, and you said to me, "Don't just show me the stupid card. Go do the stupid show." So, thank you very much, and thanks to everybody that's listened all of these years. And you know, what can I say? I'm blessed, and you know, thank you, God, for that.
You've built up a loyal audience that loves Friday nights, not just because it's the weekend, but because they get their man Brian Avenue Bob with his sidekick Wilson Avenue Jeff, who, by the way, I got to tell you something, he really is an awesome sidekick for what you do, because some people can't play that role. You know what I'm saying? Like, radio is a lot of acting. You know, believe it or not. People don't understand that, you know, and it's good to have someone who can partake in your vision. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a vision and someone doesn't play along or just, you know, isn't part of that, the show isn't as successful as it could be. And I believe Wilson Avenue Jeff brings out the best in you and delivers to the audience a much better show, because he is that quality sidekick that you want.
Oh, he's on the same wavelength as I am, which is what makes it so awesome, you know. And we've developed an incredible friendship, and you know, it's just like you and Kevin. I mean, Kevin is awesome. I mean, absolutely. And you know, it makes it easier for you to do what you do because you have him, and for what I do because I have Jeff. And you know, God bless Neil. When I had Neil back in the day, he was great too. And you know, now I'm with Jeff, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I was
actually.
I'm not going to take up any more time.
Yeah, no doubt. Go enjoy your meatballs and your pasta. Obviously, say hi to the lovely Annette for us, sending all the love there. And we shall talk to you, if not before, Friday night from 6 to 8.
Thank you very much, Peter. Take care. God bless.
All the love, brother. That is Brian Avenue Bob. Wow, look, Redneck. See, Redneck's smart. He's texting me saying, I can't believe Brian Avenue Bob getting another shameless plug-in. But he really wasn't. He was talking about the meatballs. He didn't mention his show once, which he normally does. But then he brought up the anniversary. Oh, yeah, you know what? He did plug his show. That's right. Wow. You're right, Redneck, another shameless plug. But Redneck, by me mentioning Redneck, makes you think of Gumbo Yaya. So Redneck again throwing out the line for a shameless plug. Here we go. All right. We were talking about meatballs. Gracie sandwich. Yes.
I got to say, you know, I've got this show on it too called The Good. Just kidding. Here is Franny on the line.
Hey, Franny, what's up? That was a good one, Kev. What's up, Franny?
Clem.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Oh, good. Happy anniversary, Bob.
Yeah, call him Friday. Don't waste my time on it. Call him Friday. Tell him. Don't worry.
Oh.
I'm only kidding.
I love you.
You know, I'm only busting chops. What's up, Franny? What's going on?
The best eggplant parmesan and also cannolis. Len used to make cannolis for when Sophie and Steve were on. They had their radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to bring them over there. And she would say that Len made the best cannoli. We had a cannoli machine.
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button and something started playing. Yeah, so Lenny's a cannoli man. He's a cannoli master.
He makes, and he's also eggplant man.
Really?
Because we gave our list some of the friends, that we know.
Right.
And when he makes it, he gives it to them.
I love it.
So eggplant, parmesan, and cannolis.
I wish my wife called me eggplant man. All right, well, so Lenny makes a mean eggplant and a killer cannoli.
Oh yes, he used to make them all the time for over at Sophie and Steve's radio station. He used to bring it over.
That closet in the Nanuet Mall. Yeah, thing was like a death trap.
Right. That's how long
Yeah, that
ago.
black room.
I used to go. I was back with the old guy there, WRKF. Yes.
Wow.
You listen to. That's how long.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
With it and Sophie and everything.
Right.
Yeah, it was. But it was good then, too.
No doubt. It's better now. Jeff and Will, they are the kings.
Yes. It's better
I'm
now.
only kidding.
Yeah,
I'm only
and with
kidding. All
Bob,
right,
too,
listen.
so
Let me go. I got to finish my meatball review.
I call Kevin. Okay, I call Kevin. Kevin knows when I talk to Kevin.
Yeah, no, Kevin, all hail Kevin, all hail. Where's my all hail Kevin? He's great.
Right, and you.
Yep, no, well, listen, I'm the king. All right, listen, I love you, Franny.
Bye.
Bye now.
Love you too.
Yep,
Bye-bye.
all hail the king. That is me. All right, so back to Gracie's meatball sandwich. I got to tell you something. This thing was, it hit the spot. I was looking at the tinfoil. Looking around, I'm like, did I leave a piece somewhere in my truck? Maybe I dropped a piece on 304. Oh my God, that was good. Gracie, thank you. Delicious. The bread, little crunch to it. The meatballs. See, I don't know. I'm not a flat meatball guy. What I do is I put the meatballs, I line them up with my OCD. The meatballs got to be lined up in alignment. I want proper meatball alignment before I devour you. I can't be eating a meatball sandwich and see a meatball out of line. So I line them up nice, congruently inside the bread. I fold it. I might give it a little clamush, and then I gobble it. But I guess I'm going to have to go with what Brian Avenue Bob says. Possibly slice them up. Try them out. See where it goes. But Gracie, thank you for that delicious meatball sandwich. It gave a boost to my midday. It was like you guys getting radiotherapy. I was getting some meatball medicine right there. You know when you eat something so good and you're licking your chops and you're looking around for another piece, like anything. I mean, I was licking the foil. It was so good. So good. All right, we'll take a 4 o'clock top of the hour break and we shall return.
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Howdy folks, this is Redneck, host of the Gumbo Yaya Radio Show, inviting you to join me every Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 a.m. and worldwide online at WRCR.com. We'll be chatting with some of the finest independent artists right here in the Hudson Valley and from around the world. Don't forget folks, hug your friends, kiss your family, thank the Lord, and y'all keep listening to the Gumbo Yaya Radio Show right here on WRCR 1700 AM, Radio Unscripted.
Hello, Hudson Valley. It's Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. Several Rockland villages are holding elections today. Wesley Hill's vote will take place. It started at 6 a.m. this morning, and it runs till 9 o'clock tonight at Village Hall. That's at 432 Route 306. Up for election this year are 2 village trustees positions and village justice. New Hempstead's elections are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Village Hall. They're located at 108 Old Schoolhouse Road in New City. On the ballot are the incumbent Mayor Abe Sicker, Deputy Mayor Shalom Mintz, and Trustee Jennifer Eisenstein. The Village of Pomona is also reportedly holding elections today. Details were unfortunately not available, but if you go to Village Hall, I'm sure you can find that out. Tonight, a local state lawmaker is hosting a town hall event live on Facebook. Assemblyman Ken Zabrowski says he'll be giving updates on what's happening in Albany, including the fight for small businesses.
As a budgetary item, we need to take a good chunk of the federal aid that we have available and pay down that debt so that the burden comes off of our small businesses. And by coming off of our small businesses, they can obviously grow. They are really the engine of a lot of our local communities, from employment to services to also the tax base.
You can still submit questions in advance via an online link that you can find in this news article on our website. The town hall event is tonight at 6:30 on Facebook. You don't need to have a Facebook account to watch the meeting. We also have a link for you to RSVP to the event. Deacon John Maloney of Nanuet, former Clarkstown councilman, died last week. Maloney was elected councilman in 1973. He held that position for 36 years, the town's longest-serving councilman. He was also deputy supervisor and police commissioner and served many other roles, including on the staff of the New York Catholic Charities in 1948, working with street gangs in East Harlem and the South Bronx. Clarkstown supervisor George Homan says he made his mark on the town over the years.
He ran our senior show, just a wonderful, authentic, genuine person, and unfortunately, he had been struggling a little bit with some of the complications of age. He was kind of losing his eyesight. His hearing was kind of going a little bit, but sharp as a tack, and he passed away peacefully in his sleep.
Maloney served as chaplain of the Rockland County Jail for 30 years and was chaplain of the Fire Department in Nanuet for 40 years and was named Firefighter of the Year in 2015. He was 98 years old. Retired Orangetown Police Chief Kevin Nolte has also reportedly passed away. That's according to the Orangetown Police Benevolent Association, which made the announcement late last night on its Facebook page. Chief Nolte became an Orangetown police officer in 1976 and rose through the ranks to become chief in 1997. He retired 3 years ago. No other details were available. A Rockland town was named one of PC Magazine's best work-from-home cities in the nation. Stony Point supervisor Jim Monahan. He says they ranked number 9 in the country, and he cited from their article.
A town steeped in Revolutionary War history, Stony Point is between the Hudson River and the mountains of Harriman State Park. The town is just 25 miles north of New York City, making it a perfect work-from-home situation that calls for occasional office visits. You can get a large house for a relatively low price. I'm not sure anymore if you can get it for a low price.
The piece also notes the town's nearby attractions, including the Stony Point Battlefield and its easy access to New York's state park system. Other towns that finished in the top 50 but were ranked lower than Stony Point include Rome, Georgia, Rio Linda, California, and Spring Valley, Nevada. The top town was Layton, Utah. In sports, in local sports action, the Suffern High School hockey team won the state championship over the weekend in Buffalo. They scored 5 straight goals to beat Section 3's West Genesee 5-2 in the Division I final.
Congratulations to the Suffern hockey team, which are now the New York state champions. Very thrilled and proud. Go Mounties. They deserve a lot of congratulations and a lot of well wishes for their great job at the championships.
And that was Ramapo Supervisor Michael Speck. The town of Ramapo and the village of Suffern are honoring the team's championship with a parade tomorrow at 5 along Lafayette Avenue and ending at the gazebo for a meet and greet with the team. In other local sports news, LowHUD.com says former North Rockland track standout Caitlin Toohey took second place for North Carolina State in the women's 5,000 meter at the NCAA Division I Track and Field Championships Friday in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News. The weather's up next. The good starts at 2, and it's Clem in the PM at 3. For more news and breaking stories, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website, WRCR.com.
Now let's take a look at the roads and Hudson Valley traffic.
We have a closure on 9G. It is shut down both ways near Marist Drive, and that's because of a serious accident that is under investigation. Also watch for delays on the Hutch, northbound getting up to the Cross County, slow again approaching Mamaroneck Avenue, and some delays on the Cross County, westbound approaching the Sawmill. 287 in pretty good shape, not too bad on the thruway getting onto and across the Tappan Zee. There is a closure, though, in Yonkers on Carroll Avenue that's shut both ways near South Broadway, and that's because of a nearby fire. Traffic sponsored by Dell Technologies. Dell's semi-annual sale for business has arrived. Enjoy specials on Dell docks, monitors, and servers, plus up to 45% off the latest Dell PCs with Windows 11 Pro, and get an easy start to your workday. So call 877-ASK-DELL to speak with a Dell Technologies advisor. That's 877-ASK-DELL. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Adam Walski.
Weather. For tonight, a chance of light rain between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. For Wednesday, sunny with a high near 64 degrees. For Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 40. For Thursday, rain likely. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 55. The chance of precipitation, 60%. For Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 68 degrees. For Saturday, showers likely, mainly before 2 p.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high near 58. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 54 degrees. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 67.
The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clemente.
Kev's playing tunes, making records like his Instagram and his Facebook page. If you want to hear more of his music, oh yes you do. Like his Instagram. Alrighty, we are back here. 4:10. We missed the 409 plug. Too late. It's 4:10. Don't be late. Happy birthday to you on this 15th day of March. Is today the Ides of March?
Yes, it is.
Not only.
If I were Caesar... If I were Caesar Sportsbook, I would be careful.
You would, right? Oh, is today et tu, Brute?
Yes, it is.
That's the Ides of March when he got nabbed by Brutus, huh?
Yep.
All right, I'm giving 10-1 odds. Putin might be done in today. Today might be the day. Et tu, Brutinsky? Wow, I didn't know that. All right, so not only is it the Ides of March, the day that Brutus so callously did in Caesar, I call him Caesar, but it's also the 9th year anniversary of the Doo-Wop Dream Machine. All hail the greatness! Wow! Et tu, Brute. Et tu, Brute. Where's my man? Where's my man Mason Axelman, the producer? Get him on the line. Call him back. Get him on the line. Look at this. Watch this. Et tu, Brute. Don't eat my salad, Brutus. That's Caesar salad. All right. Anyway, if it's your birthday, we wish you a happy birthday. On this day, 15th of March, great month, the best month in my opinion. We are halfway there through another month, a quarter of the year. Do you understand? We'll be under our belts. Today is your day. Let's not forget about you. That's what we're celebrating. You and you alone. It's your day. You're special. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. All right? So happy birthday, filled with love, joy, happiness, and all that good stuff. Health, first and foremost. All right. You share your birthday with Will I Am, rapper, part of the Black Eyed Peas, alongside Fergie Taboo and Apple Diap. Right? Is that pronounced right? I don't know. The Will I Am was born William James Adams, and obviously he was the founding member, one of the founding members of the Black Eyed Peas. Happy birthday to Will I Am. See what happens when you can just name yourself, like give yourself a name. Where we go? Here we go. Famous birthday, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice who passed away in 2020. A happy birthday to her, obviously. Posthumous. Or humus? Or hummus? All right, Eva Longoria. Eva Longoria, wow. All right, hold on. Let me gather my thoughts back for 1 second. I'm looking through this slideshow of Eva Longoria. Wow. Whoa. All right, Desperate Housewives is where she rose to fame. And now she's just Eva Longoria, all right? 47 years old. Here we go. Moving on down the line. Andrew Jackson. What president was he? Quick. Every class, quickly. Who could tell me? He was the 7th president. Good job, class. That would make him 484 years old. Let's see. Happy birthday to Andrew Jackson. Moving on down. Bret Michaels. Bret Michaels, lead singer of Poison. Every rose has its thorn. And like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. You can hear those sad songs Friday, 11 to 2. Redneck, talk about sad cowboys. All right, here we go. Well, actually just sad self-promotion. That's really what I meant to say. But nonetheless, we move on. Here we go. Famous birthday. Dee Snider. Wow, look at this guy. Oh, Dee Snider. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Wow, Twisted Sister. I like Twisted Tea. I do like Twisted Tea, I got to admit. I like listening to Twisted Sister when I drink Twisted Tea. All right, I made that up. I've never done that before. I thought I've done that, but I've never done that. I want to do that. I want to drink Twisted Tea while listening to Twisted Sister, while playing Twister. How about that? Drinking Twisted Tea while listening to Twisted Sister and playing Twister. Say that 10 times, and let's all do that together. That sounds like fun. All right, that sounds like a lot of fun. All right, Dee Snider. I love Dee Snider. He's crazy. Crazy. Mark McGrath, lead singer of Sugar Ray. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, their band used to be called Shrinky Dinks in high school, but they changed it to Sugar Ray. Not much better than Shrinky Dinks, but better. than Shrinky Dinks. All right, here we go. Young Buck, he's a rapper, 41. Mark McGrath, 54. We're moving on down. A lot of famous birthdays today. Harry James. Kevin, you know who Harry James is?
Harry James? No, I don't.
Harry